Hi, and welcome to this video. And in this video, we're gonna talk about the loading cards. Okay, so I've mentioned the loading cards before in a 6-week blueprint. We're gonna take a look, a more in-depth view. Okay, so if you don't remember, these are the loading cards. Okay, which by the way can have anything on them. They can have anything on them that you want, and you can have from 1 to 10. I recommend from 1 to 10. 3 is probably good, 5 to 6 probably the optimal, and then going to 10 is like when you're pushing it, because you don't want to have a lot, because you're going to be going through them in the morning during your morning ritual. Okay, so now the goal of the loading cards is to put the information on them that you want to have be your brain to be primed on in the morning, which helps you to either feel better or to think about an item or a relationship or something else you need to do during the day and keep your mind more focused. Because what it does, it gives your brain kind of like a structure in which to operate during that day. Okay, because there's two different things. Okay, there is one type. So type 1 of the cards is basically like general feel good type of affirmation style. Okay, so that's type 1. So it's like feel good. Okay, and then the second type is actually you can have it on the cards, or you can just take your weekly schedule and you can just take one day or your planner, and you can just go through that planner one by one. Okay, every single item, and you just repeat it out loud, maybe like 3 or 4 times. So, and that's the type 2. That's the type 2. And type 2 is basically the stuff you're going to do during that day. Okay, so that's daily stuff, okay, that you need to do. So when I'm talking about the loading cards, okay, these are the ones I'm talking about. I have an example right here. Okay, and so you want to do these feel good first, and then you want to do your daily schedule second. So this way your brain is primed for the day and brain knows what's going to happen. Okay, so I am going to give you the Excel sheet you can use, and you'll see that basically what you do in Excel sheet, you just write, you type out, you'll see like these white boxes, and you'll see actually they look like cue cards boxes, and you just change the information. So just edit, remove the information, put the information you want, you just print them. Okay, now you can keep them as is. Okay, the only problem is if you use the regular paper and you use it every day, it bends easily. That's why I recommend printing and then taking the information and putting it on a cue card, which is harder, so it doesn't bend as easily and you can use it for a longer time. Okay, so I'm gonna give you that and you can do it. Okay, just buy the blank cue cards in your stationery in some store. Okay, now one important thing I want to mention is you want to do this face loading. Now I call it face loading because it includes it can have like, you know, your daily ritual, the feel good, plus the stuff you need to do. You can add some kind of god into it if you want. You can pray if you want. It's up to you. Okay, so that's why I call it face loading, because you're kind of putting face into yourself that you can achieve, you can do, you can get better from that angle. That's why I call it face loading. Okay, now the important thing is you have to read the cards out loud. Okay, you have to read the cards out loud. So you might have to go in a different room. If you're with somebody, you may have to go in the washroom, or you may have to do it in the car. I've done it many different ways. Okay, just pick the one that works for you, but it has to be out loud. Okay, now the thing I want to add here is that I like to do is I also like to put headphones into my ear, and I play meditation music while I actually read the cards. I feel that stimulates my brain more. Okay, so you can add music to this if you want. Okay, that's going to be your choice. Okay, now when doing this, it's important that you do it. So you want to have your workout first, then you want to take a shower, then you want to eat, and only after that you do the face loading with the cards that you have prepared. Okay, so this way you need to plan ahead and organize your morning ritual so that you can have this. Now the reason that you're doing this is because what's happening is so the workouts, they're going to increase your neurotransmitters. Even the shower will increase, and the same thing with the food. Okay, and what's going to happen is when you're going to come out, let's say if you go in the morning to a gym or you work out at home, it doesn't matter. You're going to be, your mind's going to be in the peak kind of state when it can receive, when you manipulate information the easiest. And what people don't understand, they say, oh, affirmations or doesn't work. Yes, it doesn't work because you're doing it not in the peak state. You have to do it when your neurotransmitters are the highest, when your brain is in the prime. That's when you do it. Okay, because you're priming your brain here, and then you do it over here. And then after that, you have to go, like when you went through your type 2, the daily stuff, you actually have to go and do it. Okay, that's the sequence is important. Okay, you can't just like do this randomly and then say, oh, Ivan, doesn't work. Yeah, because you gotta do it in a sequence every single day. Okay, and then actually go and execute the stuff you plan. Then it works because it works together. Okay, so go ahead, guys, download the Excel sheet if you want, and you can type in and print it, and have your cue cards ready, and go ahead and use them. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to try to answer them the best I can. Okay.